Okay, shall we go for the next one? So I'll go for one more problem and then we'll go on to the next concept. Okay, so take down 4 chords, C-A-R-D-S, R-D-S, chord. 4 chords or A-R-E-R to be dealt, D-E-A-L-T, dealt successively at random and without replacement, at random and without replacement, comma, without replacement, comma, from a pack of chords, from a pack of chords, find the probability of receiving a spade, comma, a heart, comma, a diamond and a club in that order, So as I told you, understanding the statement is a very important one. So see what you are going to do here. Read the statements. What you are going to do? You are going to pick 4 chords from a pack of chords. How you are going to pick up the 4 chords? Without replacement and successively. Successively means what is the meaning? One by one you are going to pick. One time you are not going to pick the 4 chords. One by one you are going to do it. And that's what you are going to do? Without replacement. So what is the procedure of our experiment? You are going to take 1 chord out of 52, keep it outside. Then again you are going to pick the second chord. Keep that one also outside. Then you are going to pick the third one. Then you are going to pick the fourth one. Each time you are going to do it without replacement only. So what you are supposed to find here? Probability of getting? What is the order of the chords given? Spade or diamond, club. In this order you have to find it. Well, how can you solve this one? Just one line you can complete the answer. So you are going to pick 4 chords, right? Okay. So you are going to pick all the 4 chords, right? So whether it be intersection or union, you have to pick a spade, heart, diamond, club. You are supposed to take all the 4. So intersection or union? Intersection. So what you are supposed to find? So probability of getting a spade, intersection, a heart, intersection, a diamond, intersection and a club. This is what you are supposed to find. Yes or no? Whether they are dependent or independent, no? I told you intersection, no? Okay. Whether it is, what is the mathematical operator? Addition or multiplication? I will leave that question also. Tell me. So what is the first chord you are going to pick? Spade. Totally how many cards will be there? 52. Out of 52 you are going to pick 1 card. So what is the exhaustive number of even? 52, C1. That will become 52. Out of 52 you are picking 1 card. So that 1 card should be a spade. How many spade cards are there? 13. Out of 13 you are going to pick 1. What is the number of favorable? 13, C1. Good. So my spade is over. Okay, I have taken that card and kept it outside. What is the next step you are going to do? You are going to take a heart. Now how many cards will be there now for you? 51. Out of 51 you are going to pick 1 card. So what is the exhaustive number of even? That card should the next one, diamond. 50 is given and next 49. Here, what is the chart? Now I have written 4 different values. Tell me what is the mathematical operator will do? An R may happen. Also 4 things should happen. 4 things should happen means you told clearly it is an intersection. Intersection means what is the mathematical operator I told you? Yes, multiplication. Okay, well, here one nadakuna, it will be union, the mathematical operator will be plus. If everything is going to happen means intersection, corresponding mathematical operator will be multiplication. Namakku formula padikkiradhu vera, logical think panni solve pannadhu vera. Both are different. Wherever which one is applicable, you go by that. Okay, but it is not compulsory that everywhere you make only use of the formula. According to the problem, you have to change it. So this is just one line answer. Okay, right? This is the solution. Probability of H intersection D intersection C. Right? That's all. One line answer. Any doubt? Any doubts, no? Any doubts? So I given you a brief outline in this one mark. What is the probability, where to make use of the formula and where you can solve it directly. All these things are the base things to understand the probability concepts. Okay, based on this concepts only we will be solving our higher problems also. Okay. So the next thing what you are going to discuss is the next one mark. Already we know what is probability. So next one we are going to discuss what is our conditional probability. Okay, make a note of it. Next topic, conditional probability. So already we know probability. Why we need our conditional probability? Okay, because probability is what you are finding, probability of something to happen. That's all. Whatever may be the event, but that is not so in all the cases. There may be situations when we are supposed to change our answer based on some situations. Okay, wow. So you are going to plan for going in outside with your friends. Okay, you planned everything. Okay, suddenly on that day morning it's raining heavily. So what you will do? You have to make a decision whether you are going to proceed with the plan or you are going to drop out your plan or you are going to shift it to some other time in the evening or other things. So already you have decided that this is going to happen, but due to some restrictions you are going to make changes in your decisions. This is called as our conditional probability. Okay, ஒரு விஷயம் நடந்து முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. Okay, அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி நான் இன்னொரு விஷயத்துக்கான ரிசல்ட்டை கண்டுபிடிக்கிறேன்னா that will come under the concept of our conditional probability because that is also required. Okay, whatever we decide is not going to happen always. There is surely going to be some changes. In that cases, we take the help of our conditional probability and discuss our problems. So normally the notations includes this probability of A given B, standard one for 2 events, or probability of B given B. So what is the meaning of this one is that whichever you write is in the second one, that is completed one, and whatever you write in the first is the new one. So how to read this one is that probability of A given that B has been already completed. You can understand the meaning? P of A given B means what is the meaning? You are going to find the probability of A on the condition that the event B has been already completed. What is the meaning of B given A? Probability new result. Understood? So the formula of this statistics will be equal to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. For this one, probability of A intersection B divided by probability of A. Easy to remember now. Numerator will be intersection of both. Denominator will be the second equation because that is the completed part. We know only that part. Okay, numerator for both will be intersection. Denominator will be the probability of the second equation. Okay, so take down definition. An event A is said to be a dependent event. An event A is said to be a dependent event if the occurrence of A, if the occurrence OCCURENCE occurrence of A depends on another event B which has already happened. The probability associated with such events are called as conditional probability. Note on this two formula. Probability of A given B. Read it as given, no slash or division. You should not say like that. Probability of A given B equal to probability of A intersection B by probability of B. Or it can be probability of B given A which is equal to A intersection B divided by P of E. Note on both the formulas. Yes, completed. Start with the problems now. Problems. A box contains 4 bad and 6 good. 4 bad and 6 good cubes. 4 bad BAD and 6 good bad BAD. Bad BAD. 4 bad and 6 good. Now question complete பண்ண வரைக்கும் நீங்க வெயிட் பண்ணாதா அதோட அர்த்தம் புரியும். அதுக்குள்ளே bad முடிச்சீங்கனா okay, only if you complete the full question you will understand, right? 4 bad and 6 good TUBES tubes. 2 are drawn out from the box at a time. One of them is tested and found to be good. What is the probability that the other one is good? What is the probability that the other one is good? Okay, so see the question now. So here I am giving you separate topics, the problems to avoid confusions, but in the exams it will not be so. The questions can come under any topic. You have to read the questions properly and have to identify whether you solve it by general one or formula or by conditional probability. For that, understanding the statements is very important one. So what is the statement given here? Box is having 4 bad and 6 good tubes. So what you are going to do? You are going to take 2 tubes at random. Okay, you have taken 2 tubes out of that one. So now what they are given, one of them is tested and it is found to be good. They are taking 2 tubes, they are testing one. They found out the first one to be a good one. Now what you are supposed to find? Next one is also good. So this is general probability or conditional probability? Conditional. Why? You are asked to check on the condition that the first one is good. Since the first one is good, what is the chance of getting the second one is also as a good one? So it says the question is asked like this, we are going to take the help of our conditional probability. Okay, you have to understand the difference. Okay, so start the solution. As usual, we are going to describe our event first. So right, let A be the event of drawing first good tube. Drawing, D-R-A-W-I-N-G. Drawing, now what is the meaning here? Taking. Okay, drawing first good tube. B be the event of drawing second good tube. Because here both the cases we are asked to check only for good. B be the event of drawing second tube good. So we have described what is A and what is B. Tell me what you are supposed to find. What probability value you are supposed to find? P of A given which one will come? A given B or B given A? B given A. B given A. Why? First one is tested. Because you have tested the first one. First one has been found out to be good. Yes or no? First one tested A or B? A. So A is completed. Based on that one you are going to find the second one is also good. So what you are supposed to find? B of A given A. So right? Probability of B given A equal to tell me the formula. Right? B of A. Good. Now tell me the probability value. A intersection B, what is the probability? Why P of A into P of B? A intersection B means what is meaning? A intersection B means what is the meaning? How many tubes you are taking, ma? 2 tubes. So A intersection B means A denotes good. B, good or bad? Good or bad? Good. B is also for good. That is what you have written now. A is also a good one and B is also a good one. So here A intersection B means you are taking 2 tubes. Both the tubes should be a good one. That's all. Tell me what will be the probability value. Intersection B and the multiplication adella pove venda general one. Probability கண்டுபிடிக்கிற மாதிரி யோசிமா எல்லாம் கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்ணாரு. Okay, A intersection B means what is the meaning? I am taking 2 tubes. Both the tubes are good. Okay, total how many tubes are there? 10 tubes are there. Out of that, how many you are going to take? 2. So what is the exhaustion number of event? 10 now. 6 are. 8 are. Numbers are higher. 10C2. Totally 10 bulbs are there. Out of that you are going to pick any 2 bulbs randomly. It can be the bulb 1, 2 or it can be 1, 3 or it can be 1, 5. Various combinations are there. So what is the exhaustion number of event? 10C2. So exhaustion is 10C2. Okay. So what is the meaning of A intersection B? Both the tubes should be a good one. Okay. Both the tubes should be எந்த ரெண்டு டியூப் வேணாலும் எழுதலாம்ல. Okay, 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6 or 2 3 2 4 2 5 2 6. Various possibilities இருக்குல்ல. So again combination. So A intersection B will be 6C2 by 10C2 numerator. Now we have to find the denominator P of A. What is A? What is A? First tube to be a gold ball. How many tubes you are going to pick here? 2 tubes are. A என்னப்பா? First tube to be a gold ball. அந்த ஒரு tube எடுக்க போறியா ரெண்டு tube எடுக்க போறியா? Only one tube. First one, only one tube. So what will the exhaustive and what will be the favorable? Because you see here you are discussing only about the gold one. Okay, wow. So what will be the answer? 6C1 is favorable or exhaustive? Favorable. What will be the exhaustive? What will be the exhaustive? 10C1. Can you understand? In a A event we are going to take only one bulb. A intersection B வரும்போது ரெண்டுமே சேர்த்து எடுக்கிறதுனால 2 bulbs வரும். Okay, A only one bulb you are taking. That bulb also will become as a good one. So totally how many bulbs are there? 10. Out of 10 you are going to pick one. So 10C1. How many tubes are good one? 6. Out of that you are going to get one. So favorable will be 6C1. Can you understand more? Okay, logical thinking is very very important in your statistics subjects. Thinking illana the subject will become very difficult one. Okay, try to improvise yourself in that one. So 6C1 divided by 10C1. So this will be your answer. No formulas or nothing, directly we are solving it. Okay, so your answer will be 5 by 9. Your answer will be 5 by 9. Yes? Same, you have taken 2 tubes from that bulb. Okay, and you are doing your testing and you found out that the first bulb which you have taken is a good one. Now you have to find that chance that since the first one has happened to be a good one, what is the chance of getting the second one is also a good one? Okay, so A stands for the first one to be good. Okay, either good bulb or under I am going to find the chance that the second one is also good. What is even for the second one? So you are supposed to find B and A. Okay, they will ask general. What is the condition they given? Since the A is a good one, what is the chance that B is also a good one? So you are supposed to find B even. Can you understand? Generally, the formula it will not come by conditional probability. Okay, if the question is that what is the chance that both are good, what you will find? General question. What is the probability that both are good? What you will find? Probability of A intersection B. That's all. Both are good. What is the chance that both are good means what you will write? A intersection B. That's all over. But what is the question here? Since the first one is a good one, what is the chance that the second one is also a good one? So only we are going for the conditional probability. Can you understand the difference, ma? It will be same, yet identify the difference. That is on you. Listen, ma. When I teach everything inside the classroom, it will appear so it is easy and it is understandable. It will be like that only. Because I am explaining here each and every word which is in the question. But when you sit alone and see the questions only, you will know whether you understood or not. That is what I have been telling you often. Practice at home. Okay? So regarding the statistics subjects, what I will give you the suggestion is that first, take your book. Okay? First, read the questions and understand the questions first. Then you can study the formula, then you can solve the problem, that doesn't matter. Okay, wow. Understanding the question is a very, very important one. First, you get practice with that one. Then you study the formula, then you start working out the problems. Okay? As I told you in the first class, many books are available in the library for probability concepts. Okay. Just at least spend 10 to 15 minutes to read the questions alone. No need to solve. I am not asking you to solve now at this stage. Book you read the questions and understand what are the different types of questions are possible. Okay, then only you can be clear to apply the formula and solve the problems. Okay, that is the first thing you have to do. Okay, when you start doing at the end of the semester, right? Yes or no? Yes or no, ma? Whatever we say, you start only working at the that is what end of the semester. I told you that's your choice, purely it's your choice. My duty is come and teach you to my heart. I am doing that one. Whether you are going to study and get pass mark or not, it's purely your personal. Your and your parents' personal thing. Okay, listen. This is a very easiest subject, ma. This is a very easiest subject than your first semester maths paper. If you follow my instructions properly, means surely everyone can get pass mark easily. Not a difficult subject. But you should be in touch with your subject frequently. Then only that is successful. Otherwise it is not so. After 1 week, if I ask the probability formula, you will forget. Yes or no? Or by tomorrow itself you will forget. What, boys? Keep it. Suddenly one day I will ask all the formulas right from the first definition. Okay. So take the next problem. Next one. So take down n. What do you want, ma? For what? N, a certain group of computer persons, comma, 65% have insufficient knowledge of hardware, comma, 45% have inadequate idea of software. What do you know? Which I will use? I will repeat the statement. In a certain group of computer persons, 65% have insufficient knowledge. Others can be managed as have insufficient knowledge of hardware, comma, 45% have inadequate idea of software. They will continue. And 70% or either in one or both of the two categories. Either in one or both of the two categories. What is the percentage of people? What is the percentage of people who know Let A be the event denoting the person having, let A be the event denoting the person having sufficient knowledge of your choice, hardware or software? Software. So write sufficient knowledge of software. Similarly write for B now. B be the event of denoting the person having sufficient knowledge of hardware.